One of the first questions I get asked by brand new shooters is, how do I actually grip my pistol? Hi, I'm Richard, training manager and USCCA certified instructor. And today I'm going to be showing you how to build a proper pistol grip. Now, before we get started, I do want to let you know this is a training gun. It's actually not a real gun at all. This is a solid piece of yellow plastic. Right, there are no internal or external moving parts on this. This is purely for training purposes. One of the reasons why this is so important, and it's actually one of the most important things you can do with your gun, is what a good grip actually allows you to do. So first of all, it allows you to align the muzzle of your gun with your target. Now, if you were to look at it, if I had a bad grip on my gun, you'll see that the muzzle isn't pointing in the same direction as my finger. So having a good grip actually allows me to align that muzzle with what I'm aiming at. So that's the first thing that a good grip allows me to do. It also allows me to manage the recoil. When you're shooting a gun like this, especially a semi-automatic, the slide is moving back and forth, and it actually causes the gun to rock back and forth like this with the muzzle going up and down. My grip can actually help to settle that gun back on target faster, allowing for better follow-up shots. How do I build that good grip? There's a couple ways to do that. First of all, you want to start with your shooting hand or your dominant hand. So you're going to take that dominant hand, and you've got this web right here between your thumb and your index finger. You're going to put that high on the back strap of the gun. That's going to help with that muzzle rise, that recoil, where you want to have that up nice and high and tight underneath that beaver tail on the gun. Notice I've got my index finger flagged outside the trigger guard. You know our safety rules. We want to keep that finger off the trigger until we're ready to shoot. And I've got those three fingers on my dominant hand together underneath the trigger guard with my middle finger pushing up against that trigger guard. I've got some pressure here between my middle finger and the base of my thumb, which is keeping that gun in place. Is going to help mitigate that recoil. Now you'll see I have my thumb flagged as well. I'm going to keep that up here just for a moment away from the gun, because now I'm going to put my support hand on the gun. Now you see there's this gap here in between the tips of my fingers and the base of my palm on my dominant hand. I'm going to take the base of my support hand, I'm going to nestle that right in there into that gap. And take these four fingers on my support hand, I'm going to wrap them around the three fingers on my dominant hand with the index finger up against the bottom of that trigger guard. I've got a good nice seal all the way around the gun, and my thumb on my support hand is actually pointing forward along the muzzle. So really, when I extend up to the target, the thumb's going to be pointing at my target as well. It helps with that muzzle alignment. And I can just nestle my firing hand thumb right down on top of my other thumb. This is what we call a thumbs forward position. Now, when it comes to grip strength, how you actually grip the gun, naturally the way we pick things up and hold them, we use our fingers a lot. But when you do that with a gun, it can actually cause some problems. So if I were to grip the gun, with a rope grip like this, I could actually move the muzzle off target. I don't want to do that. So instead, we're going to use what we call a C-clamp grip. So I'm really putting forward and back pressure on this grip itself. So I can pinch it almost like a C-clamp. And you'll notice when I grip, you'll see the muzzle start to shake, but the gun isn't really moving at all. All right, so I want to have that good pressure on the front and the back of the grip. And my support hand comes back in, and it can help just apply the additional pressure. And I'm really pushing my palms together on the back of this gun. Think of it almost like you're trying to straighten out a horseshoe, one of those metal horseshoes. You're really putting a lot of pressure on that, not so much finger strength, but really holding that gun in place. All right, so that's how you build a good solid grip. It's going to help you with those follow-up shots, help you manage that recoil, and keep that muzzle on target. Before you go, quick reminder, we have a secret gun giveaway going on right now. You can enter for free, but it ends really soon. Just click the link in the description below to reveal which brand new gun you could win.